You're live.
Okay, thank you. All rise.
God, we do thank you for this season. Thank you for the opportunity to gather here and just spend this time focusing on the operation and work in this community. Thankful for the people who are willing to spend their time and energy continue to make this a good place to live, a good area in which to live. Just ask for wisdom and guidance as decisions are made. Help us to remember our place in creation.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. We've already done roll call, so it's up to you, John.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First item on our agenda tonight is the consent agenda.
Make a motion to accept the consent agenda.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye. All right. Next item is recognition of guests. There are no guests this evening, so we'll move on to ordinances. Bill 4721 to become ordinance 4721, second reading. An ordinance accepting Garner Boulevard, London Lane, Ramsher Farm Road, and Air Medical Drive streets within the city of West Plains City Street Maintenance System.
Make a motion to accept Bill 4721 to become ordinance 4721, second reading.
Second.
Any discussion? Allison?
Bill 4721 to become ordinance 4721, second reading. Neese,
Yes.
Cotter,
Yes.
Merle,
Yes.
Neeson,
Yes.
Topliff.
Yes.
Bill 4722 to become ordinance 4722, second reading. An ordinance to approve a new employee PTO policy recommended by the city administrator.
Make a motion to accept Bill 4722 to become ordinance 4722, second reading.
Second.
Okay, Sam, did you want to clarify some of the changes that we?
Yep, thank you. Appreciate it. Since the time you had this on your agenda last month, I've had an opportunity to get some feedback from some employees, and as a result, I'm recommending that we alter the policy a little bit. So if you have it in front of you, it's the changes in red. So basically, employees with less than 10 years of service would accrue 8 hours of PTO per pay period. Employees with 10 to 20 years of service would accrue 10 hours per pay period. And employees with more than 20 years of service would accrue 12 hours per pay period. That's the only change to the policy itself. In terms of implementation, we need to work through the actual date with our software provider as we're making that conversion. But it would be effective. I think Arlene had sent me the information later on this month. So we need to kind of wait for the timing of the transfer, but it would include also employees with existing sick leave balances would continue to have access to that sick leave under the new system. It just would not accrue anymore, but then they would start accruing the PTO. So
I'd given them an opportunity to use the sick time.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Yep.
So that was one of the sticking points I had with it is.
Yep.
And they don't have to go to a doctor to get that. They just ask from the
No, but
supervisor.
it's their sick leave. They can access it if they want. My hope and my recommendation is going to be that they'll realize how quickly they're going to be accruing PTO. And since their sick leave balance will not accrue anymore, they'll want to hang on to that. But, you know, we can have those conversations with individual employees if they're unsure, you know, what to do. We'll be happy to walk them through that process. But
Okay. Allison?
Bill 4722 to become ordinance 4722. Neese,
Yes.
Cotter,
Yes.
Merle,
Yes.
Neeson,
Yes.
Topliff.
Yes.
Bill 4723 to become ordinance 4723, first reading. An ordinance of the city of West Plains, Missouri, the city to amend chapter 2 administration of the code of ordinance for the city of West Plains, Missouri by replacing section 2-410 pertaining to the fiscal year of the city of West Plains.
Make a motion to approve Bill 4723 to become ordinance 4723, first reading.
Second.
Hi, Early.
Hi, all. So this one is actually just a housekeeping item. You guys have already adopted a budget that ends as of December 31st this year, meaning our next fiscal year will start January 1st. So this is just one of those, the item was still in the city code. So we we need to make an ordinance to officially make that change to the code. Any questions?
I was gonna say, didn't we do this already?
Yeah, we kind of did, but we didn't.
Yeah, you gotta do the house. There's probably a lot of other little.
I'm not going to go into that right now. Probably are.
Yeah, I think there's something about mules on the square or something like that. Probably still on the books. All right, Allison.
Bill 4723 to become ordinance 4723, first reading. Neese,
Yes.
Cotter,
Yes.
Merle,
Yes.
Neeson,
Yes.
Toplet.
Yes.
Now we'll move on to council action.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I got a few items here to bring before you tonight. First item is a plastic water pipe for inventory. I believe this will be the first time, if approved, that we've ever purchased a potable water pipe for the city of West Plains that's plastic. We've bought ductile for many, many years and Transite and others prior to that. And we would like to continue to buy the ductile, but there's about a 14-month lead time on ductile right now. So this here is 3 to 5 months, which is still not good, but it's better than 14 months. So what we have here is we have 3,500 feet of 6-inch and 1,000 feet of 8-inch. And as you can see there, I do have 4 bidders. The low bid is Schulte Supply from Edwardsville, Illinois, for a total of $82,000.
Make a motion that we approve the bid of Schulte of Edwardsville, Illinois for $82,000 for plastic water pipe for inventory.
Second.
Jeff, what's the lifespan of the plastic versus what we always have been using?
As far as in the ground or storage or
In the ground.
in the ground,
It's done properly embedded, right?
if it's bedded right, I would say 25, 30 years, but I can't tell you that
Yeah.
exact amount. I know we have some raw water line that's been in the ground for 20 plus years and we haven't had, we get a break from time to time, but if it's bedded correctly, there's no reason why it shouldn't last 25 or 30 years.
Okay, thanks.
I don't know that for sure,
Yeah.
but I would think that would be a pretty safe,
And our crews do that bedding and
we
installation
do
themselves.
bed it, yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yep.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, the next item I have is a standby generator for fire station number 3. Currently at fire station number 3, we do have a generator. It's a whole house type generator, and all it operates is the fiber network room for Southern Hills is all that it operates at this time. It's not big enough to really operate the station. And that's what the request from the fire department is, to get a bigger generator that would operate the entire station if need be, including the fiber network. As you can see there, I do not have competitive bid. This is a sole source contract number. Smith and Edwards does hold a contract on this. This would be for a 40 kW generator with a transfer switch. And if approved, this does have a 42-week lead time. So it would be September, October before we actually did get it, if it was approved. So we do have an overall bid of $38,181, and they did have $40,000 budgeted. They originally wanted to try to get 2, but with the pricing, it just didn't work that way. And they were looking at getting some surplus units in Jeff City, but with the power and the way our system set up, it wasn't going to work very well. So.
I make a motion that we approve the bid of Smith and Edwards of Mountain Grove, Missouri for $38,181 for a standby generator for fire station number 3.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, next item is the first of 2 bids I have for service trucks. This is a service truck for the sewer department. This is to replace a couple of aging units. that they are going to sell, again, if approved. They originally budgeted 95,000 for the two trucks. Back a couple of months ago, we did purchase one pickup, or we ordered one pickup for $39,428. It did leave an amount of $55,572 to purchase the service truck. We're short about $16,000, but he will be, if approved, selling 2 units to make up the difference. Okay. So this is from Joe Mawkins in Columbia, Missouri on 2023 F-450 with a service body at $72,185.
Make a motion that we approve the bid of Joe Mawkins of Columbia, Missouri for $72,185 for a service truck for the sewer department.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, I have 2 service trucks for the water department. These will be identical to the sewer truck, but we are asking for 2 on this. He does have 120,000 budgeted for this. He is going to be short a little over 24,000. Again, we are replacing 2 aging trucks, and we have 2 to sell if approved. But the total bid on 2 of those is $144,370.
Make a motion that we approve the bid of Joe Mawkins of Columbia, Missouri for $144,370 for service trucks for the water department.
Second.
So we're looking close to selling those other ones to making up the difference or?
Yeah. Okay, that's exactly what we're going to do. If we're going to sell now we won't sell the other units till the new ones come in because we need to get it. But once those are sold, or once those arrive, we will sell units to make up the difference.
Okay. Do we think that they're valued close to what?
It'll be close with 2 of them because they are diesel units.
Gotcha.
So yes.
Okay. Do you know what the lead time is on those, Jeff?
I can tell you, but
I mean, roughly what they're saying.
I think it'll be summer 2023 before you get them. And I think you may be lucky if you get them then. That's what they told me on the last ones I ordered, and I just received those about a month ago.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did we ever get the police vehicles in?
Actually, we got the Tahoe in about 2 weeks ago.
Okay. So
Now the Fords, I think it'll be spring before we get those.
okay. So any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Hey,
The next item is a sliding cantilever gate for City Hall's north entrance. City staff has determined that the gate access on the north side up here is a critical safety concern, or a critical concern for basically making sure our stuff doesn't leave the premises. Security, I guess you could say. I did send this out to 4 vendors, 2 local vendors and then 2 out of town vendors. But I did get 1 bid. We do have a total of 200,000 budgeted for this gate. And what this is again, a sliding cantilever gate that will work off of our security cards or our name badges. That's how this would work. It does come with an operator. But the only bid that I did get on this is Ideal Gate from Pleasant Valley, Missouri at $34,900.78. The city will be responsible for burying the power and providing conduit, things of that nature. So
Make a motion that we approve the bid of ID&G of Pleasant Valley, Missouri for $34,900.78 for a sliding gate for the City Hall north entrance.
Second.
I noticed that that's got a $200,000 budget amount. Was that part of all of those City Hall upgrades?
Correct. Yes.
Yep, this is a component of that overall cost. And as the memo mentions, we'll probably be rolling most of that into next year as we work on warehouse issues and some of the other things.
okay.
And this probably won't be installed till probably January, February, because of the length of time to get the openers, what the issue is. So doing the other work was not an issue, but the openers got quite a long lead times.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, I have a reclosure for Lincoln Substation rebuild. Again, this is for Lincoln Substation because of the fire a few months ago, or actually nearly a year now. We did go out for bid on this and we did not get any other bidders but Fletcher Reinhardt. And I believe it's because of the brand that we had to have for this. They are a local dealer, or they are our dealer for the VSA. There's 3.25 million budgeted for the Lincoln Station rebuild. The VSA reclosure from Fletcher Reinhardt comes in at $26,825.
Make a motion that we approve the bid of Fletcher Reinhardt of Bridgeton, Missouri for $26,825 for the reclosure for the Lincoln Substation rebuild.
Second.
How we looking on that 3.2 million?
Well, that was actually, I figured you were going to ask that
Yeah.
question. I don't have that answer, but I can get it for you.
Okay.
I know we've not spent much of it because a lot of the stuff we have ordered have not come in yet, but we have not gone over our budget. We're
Okay.
still very, very good on that. And as I mentioned a couple of months ago, with the savings we had, or I felt we had on the repairing of the transformer, which come in about half what I thought it would come in. We're still doing pretty good on that, but I can get you figures on what we have allocated or what we have planned out of that 3.25 at this point.
That sounds good.
Simple question. What's the reclosure?
I'm going to let Eric explain. What reclosure is.
It shuts individual circuits off. So if it's even fall, it trips out, turns itself back.
Okay,
Power splash.
so it's an automatic circuit breaker reconnecting. Okay. All right, cool.
And it works better than a reopener.
Having someone go over and put the switch, huh?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, the last item I have tonight is 2023 tree trimming for the electric department. As you can see there, this would be for, if approved, for 2 crews with equipment. And we've got a lot of trees that need to be trimmed, a lot of work that needs to be done, which is again why we requested 2 crews. I did reach out to 3 vendors. I got 2 responses. Asplin, which is the ones that did our last contract, and Arkansas Electric. Asplin is the low bid with 2 crews. Equipment at straight time is $294.60. That is an increase per hour of about $4.50. So we're really good there. If approved, this would begin January 1 and would set to end May 31st. If we still have a little bit of funds left, we might go ahead and move that out and let them trim until the budgeted funds are exhausted. So again, we have Asplin there at straight time. We have overtime on there, but we never utilize overtime. But straight time is $294.60 for 2 crews.
And that's starting when?
It would start, if approved, January 1 of 23.
Perfect timing.
Make a motion that we approve the bid of Asplin of Kansas City, Missouri for 2023 tree trimming for the electric department up to $300,000.
Second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor say timber.
Timber.
Thank you.
I had to throw one of them in there.
Thanks, Jeff. Final item on council action is insurance renewal.
I'll take that and I'll ask Becky and Erlene to help fill me in if you have any other questions. But this is the annual renewal for our benefit package for employees. We had originally anticipated an 8% increase. The actual renewal amount from our current provider came in at 7.5%. Our plan is, I think we asked the broker if we should be going to market this year or not, and the recommendation was to wait. So we do anticipate going to market next year for this. Hopefully our claims data will be a little bit more calm and a little bit more positive. I don't know what the nationwide increase, projected increase has been, but 7.5 is pretty good. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. But you can see the actual impact to the city and to employees on their monthly premium amounts. And we'd be happy to answer any questions you might have, or I'd invite again Arlene and Becky to share any additional information or be available to answer questions.
Am I reading it right that the current base plan, if you could call it that, is $557.60 per employee, and that's going up to $599.42 per employee? Am I reading that right? Rough. Okay.
Page is just minimized on me. So
I know it's
we're almost there. Yes, so our current, so that first column under the first blue bar under there after the descriptions of the deductibles and everything. Currently employees, the single rate is $557.60. And then the coverage for employees plus children, employee plus family, those are all our current rates. So under the new plan beginning in January, it'd go up to $599.42. So city pays 100% of employee only coverage. And then dependent coverage is borne by the employee itself. So
I would make a motion that we approve the proposal by Anthem for employee insurance renewal.
Second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And the final thing on our agenda is the administrator's report.
not much for you this evening. We are going to be closing down the children's park beginning hopefully on Wednesday as the equipment installers for the new playground begin work. So we will actually close the facility. We'll put some messaging out on Facebook. We started it a couple of weeks ago with the messaging because we weren't quite sure of the timing of the installation, but it looks like we're lined up to begin that this Wednesday. So I think that's really the only item I had. Appreciate everybody who came downtown over the weekend to attend the fall block party on Saturday. I think the downtown West Plains Revitalization Group was pleased with the turnout. It was a good event. Refunds for the concert that was canceled. If patrons or citizens went to the Civic Center to actually purchase those tickets, they'll need to go back to the Civic Center to get their refund. If individuals purchased it through Ticketmaster, I believe they'll be issuing the refunds through that system as well. But Director Shanks is available to answer any questions in that regard. But I believe I've gotten that correctly. So I'm getting the head nod. So we're in good shape. Don't have anything else for you this evening, but can answer any questions if you have any.
It's like you're off the hook. I know there's going to be frost on the pumpkin in the morning, so to speak. So may God bless, and we are adjourned.